Hello everybody, this is SansCS, and welcome back to Let's Play Vampire's Dawn Reign of Blood. Last time, we beat the game, and today I'm here to show you one of the 3 alternate endings. Since last time, I edited the game and manipulated a couple of variables, so Elaine will not follow me around this time. Oh, wait, didn't I mean to say I fled a couple of times? Crap. You didn't hear anything, right? Well, I'm just going to cut to the point where things actually change and be right back then. I do have to say that I really like this song playing in the background there. I'm never going to let that happen, and neither will Elaine. Oh, Valnar, you know, it is probably not bad to be the bride of the most powerful being in the world, because I love him. I can't believe what I just heard. You want to help him? Yes, we're going to rule together. Exactly, my beloved Elaine. We are going to rule over everything. I'm going to stop you from casting that spell. Oh, Valnar, if you could only see yourself puffing up like a poodle. If you really want to try and stop me, how about playing a little game? I'm going to give you a single chance to stop me. I'm going to kill you! No, that was silly enough last time. Die, you bastard! Welcome to your nightmare, Valnar. Damn it, what is this place? This is everything, and at the same time, nothing. This is an illusion created by me. It reflects my hatred towards humanity. I'll await you at the end, if you should be able to get there. This is the only chance I'm going to give you. Show me your vampire powers within you. You damn bastard, Asuka, I'm going to kill you! Come and get me, but before, I will show you your true self. For you have turned into a truly generous vampire. Have you seen something like that ever before? A vampire who helps and protects humans. I'm going to kill you for everything you've done to me! Damn it, what is happening to me? And we get our hero sprite back. It's such a nice touch that they actually added a new sprite for good Valnar. And removed those sunglasses. Oh right, new text crap. Now we're on the false side. Oh well, I can do without your false friendship, Elaine. It's a pity. You still had so much potential. Hey, that's what you said to Asuka last time. But now come and receive your final death. That's what you want, isn't it? You are the ones that will perish. Try that. But before I forget, I have taken your transformation spells from you. After all, you're supposed to go through this nightmare on foot. This isn't going to stop me either! And you shall never return to my castle either. Now I can save again. Yeah, let's actually save. So, like last time, I'm going to get all the treasure, which is really not worth it. And since we're alone this time around, we have new enemies here. Weaker enemies, thank God. Wow, that one was really easy. I think it was just the one that can appear multiple times. Oh yeah, but before I move on, here's the map again. Yeah, another treasure chest that's way out of the way, and that I'm still going to get. Oh well. And now the chimeras. Okay. Well, I guess I'll fight against that too. I wonder if that's easier than that crab enemy. Oh, badass tough. Huh. probably no nightmare jellyfish equivalent here, I guess. But it is really nice that we have different enemies here. Having to fight those enemies from last time again, ugh, would have been annoying. Then again, I guess I could just flee from all of those battles. Like last time. Yeah, they don't even give that good experience. How far am I away from the next? Oh, I'm not gonna make it to the next level. Okay, fleeing time it is, especially with that encounter rate. Oh, come on. Yeah, sadly. Oh, I'm not able to flee? Screw you, game. Great, now I forgot what I wanted to say. Curse you, game! Well, we do get an elixir here. Not that we need it since we have how many? 19 vampire stones? I think that should be good enough until the very end. But I guess when I'm just walking around here, I could complain about not being able to flee. I guess while I'm still just walking around here and trying to get all the treasure chests, I could say some stuff about the game, like at the end of the game last time, I think that was the first time we actually got to know the name of the grandson, right? Well, Simon Rage was somebody who actually helped out the creator of this game, well, creating the game. So that's a nice touch there, for including that person into the game. And the exact mechanics for how well Elaine will still will stay with you or not, and getting a good vampire ending or a bad vampire ending. With Elaine, the game will take your the amount of times you've fled before this point, divided by the times by the number that you get for your affection with Elaine, which a normal person wouldn't know, but I guess you could assume that it's somewhere between 1 and, let's say, 7, if you really did everything nice with Elaine all the time. And if it's above 40, I think, Elaine, well, below 40, Elaine will stay with you. And 40 is also the magic number for being a good vampire or a bad vampire. If your humanity is above 40, you will, well, turn into a good vampire, get the good vampire spread, and we're back at the beginning of this place here, finally got all the treasure. And if you're below 40, or exactly 40, I don't know what exactly 40 does, but you're probably not getting exactly 40 anyway. You're going to get the evil vampire ending. And, yeah, it doesn't just matter whether you have Elaine with you or not to get a specific ending. I mean, a specific dungeon, but also whether you're a good vampire or a bad one. So, yeah, next time we will have different dungeons again. Oh joy, I think I'm gonna speed those up then, though, because I really don't have that much more to talk about. But I guess I can also, while I'm still trying to get to Asuka, I can tell more about my impression of the game. Last time I did talk much about the story, how I loved it, since the first time I played it. Music-wise, this game here, well, I think most of the songs, if not all of them, are ripped from other games and turned to MIDI. Or I think there are a couple of RPG Maker songs in there too, but I don't know. But still, the songs that this game here does have are, for the most part, pretty good. Graphics-wise, well, it is an RPG Maker game, so there's nothing much to expect, but still it looks like a SNES game, so, well, the graphics are fine with me too. And, well, okay, the color rate could be a little bit less frustrating, let's say it that way. But oh well. It really only bothers me when I'm recording and having to cut so many battles out, but otherwise I never have noticed how bad the encounter rate was before, actually. But yeah, we're here at Asuka, and the game is over! You're right there, Valnar. Well, almost. I finally found you, and now I'm going to destroy you! Well then, Valnar, try your luck. You're really a little and unimportant vampire. For humanity! Haha! Come, you shining hero. And this time, we have our last battle against people that don't look like they're sprites at all. Yeah, that is one of the things I could complain about. That none of... Actually, the royal people looked like they're sprites, but that's because both came from the RPG maker, so yeah. And I think I shouldn't have started a fire shield as well. And I guess a good start here is to use black power, and afterwards use fire shield. But unfortunately you cannot do anything about Elaine, and she is the person who uses fire elemental spells and healing spells, so definitely take her out first. Asuka is not going to do much to you, actually. Both characters, well, Asuka at least, is weaker than when you fight against him with two characters. So yeah, thanks game. And I think I should use, yeah, an elixir. Yeah, sadly the Vampire Cure spell is not going to help you that much here. At least as long as Elaine is still around. But well, that's why we have elixir. Oh, come on! Usually they're not that brutal. Okay. Yeah, usually Elaine doesn't cost that much. Holy heck! I think they're trying to kill me. Elaine! I think I set her faction level too low. Not that it actually does anything, but I think she actually hates me. And my evasion sucks. Accuracy, I mean. Oh boy. Those two don't have that much HP, so Elaine should die any second now. Although if I don't look out, so will I. So. Gee! Use a normal attack, Elaine! Nope. They want me dead. Now there's somebody drilling close by. Oh well. Okay, Elaine is dead, so from now on the battle will be pathetically easy because Asuka can barely do anything against you. His Ice Storm barely can deal damage due to the Fire Shield that we got, and his Dark Elemental spell barely dealt any damage to begin with. Actually, let's see how good the Cure spell is. Blood Cure! Pfft. Okay. That can heal one spell of Asuka. But yeah, let's just keep slashing at him, and we should be able to beat him. Although I guess I should use another elixir. Yeah, it's kind of bad how Valnar doesn't really have any healing spells outside of Vampire Cure. That would be good. Blood Cure, and that even only if you actually went through the pyramid. But if you've never used any of the elixirs, you should be good to go. Alright, Asuka and Elaine are dead, and it's finally over now. Come on, get it over with. It is best for the whole humanity to kill both of you. Do it, Valnar. Maybe it's better that way. Save humanity. Oh, Elaine, it has to be. And now what? Their souls. It's kind of weird how in the last setting he actually said blood ghosts, and this time he says souls. But oh well. Actually, if at all, I would make a difference between what Valnar's good or evil. But apparently, there's a difference between when Valnar's with Elaine or not. I don't know. The last. It is me. What only shall I do? So this is it. The fate of those three. Asuka and Elaine have died, and Valnar is now the only vampire in the world. What unbelievable responsibilities now lie on his shoulders, being the last of the mighty race of the vampires. Grandpa, that is a terrible ending. Oscar has gone insane. Elaine aligned himself with him, and Valnar had no choice in the end other than killing them. Yes, Valnar then pondered for a long while. He now had the power to decide over the fate of the vampires, to receive advice from the children of Apocalypse. Actually, I kinda killed the leader, so I don't think I can get any advice from you. Actually, I wonder if I hadn't killed him, what would happen then? I know I did translate it, but I completely forgot about it. Yeah. And there it shines. The last light of the vampires. My light. Everyone is dead. It's all my fault. But must I have these feelings of guilt? Maybe it is my fate that everything went this way. But now I have enough of this fate. But I will decide my own future. The future of an entire race lies upon the shoulders of a single person. Sounds like a general JRPG to me. Yet this race is a danger to the entire human race. Is a vampire better than a human? Well, of course, it's got better stats, better survivability, a longer lifespan. Are vampires even the evolution of humanity? No. Is such a dangerous race even allowed to exist? Well, about the evolution. Evolution usually happens slowly over time and not rapidly, like, well, I guess it's more a curse or a blessing. And I completely missed that. Control! Shift, Alt, Home, Tab, of everything and everyone. Valnar. Oh wait, that is not a pseudo-philosophical text. Okay, I'm fine with that. Valnar. What a melancholic town. My hometown. Oh, Aisha. Why couldn't we live in peace? Could I only rewind time, I would protect you. Yet this is impossible. No, I won't say anything about that. Yeah, just play the second game if you get the chance. Now I am alone. Completely alone. What sense does my life have? What sense does my life have left to me? My life as a vampire. The very next day in the news, people reported a human transforming into a bat. They suspect vampires being still around. Another holy war has started. It's over. Left alone. Expelled from the world. I never wanted to be a vampire. I am now a creature of myths. A creature arisen from a gruesome nightmare. Born to create pain. Never able to be redeemed. It has to finally end. There shall not be created any more vampires. There shall be no more vampires in this world. Creatures of the night, they have no justification for existing. Wada, you do know that where there is light, there has to be darkness, so, yeah, just remember that. I have to bring this to an end, now and for all eternity. Farewell, magnificent world. Farewell, Klena. Farewell, Aisha. Farewell, shining sun. Wait, the shining sun is the most precious thing to you? Well, okay. May fate have a better destiny at hand for me. May fate have a better destiny at hand for me this time, or more like next time, right, Paula? May there be vampires no more! That looks like you just put your sword into your chest, into your heart at best. You do know that that only paralyzes you, Wana. Even if you fall into that water, I think your head will stay attached, so you're going to survive that. Yeah, that was dumb. How sad. He wanted to kill himself, but he was too stupid to actually do that. He has decided the best for humanity. The vampires would have been their death. His frustration lastly led him to this final decision. His frustration lastly led him to this final action, his suicide. Grandpa, I'm really close to tears. Such a sad ending. But it's only a story. Yet his death was not truly the end. For he didn't die, but instead lived with unspeakable pains as a blood ghost. If you're silent enough, you can hear his screams of anguish in the wind even to this date. The children of Apocalypse quickly faded into obscurity. Their power had been destroyed. The grave in Asran had been completely looted, and the powerful magic book destroyed. It was burned by the highest member of the church, so that it may never come to. Kush, never again. Hey, Kush, really? Is that a word? Oh, whatever. But the lives of humans continued. Asgar's castle was inhabited by Ronak alone in the following years. At times, some careless thieves entered the castle, but they were quickly torn into pieces by Ronak. So it happened that a myth started to spread which said that the castle was guarded by a spirit of the ancient vampire. Since no one ever returned from the castle alive, the legend spread all over the lands, and Ronak could live in relative peace, since no human ever dared to go into proximity of the castle. How about creating a group of strong people and trying to eradicate that vampire? You know? However it may be, outside of the castle, there were never found any unexplainable fatalities of bloodless corpses. There were no more vampires ever again, and thus, humans could go to sleep at nights peacefully. And you should do that now as well, Simon. It's already late. Grandpa, that was a nice story, even though the ending was far too sad for me. Maybe I will tell you the story again tomorrow, with a different ending. And yeah, that's just the same explanation as last time. So I think there's nothing new there anymore. So that was the good ending with Aldeline. Next time in the second bonus episode, I'm going to show you what actually happens when you try to flee from Vincent Waynard instead of fighting him. And I will show you the evil ending with Elaine. Or without her, I don't know yet. Well, either way, this was NCS, and farewell for now.